microphone down here. Well, let's make sure. Let's go down here and make sure I'm actually broadcasting. Yep. Good. All right. All right, guys. Oh. So, I had this bright idea. Super Bowl next weekend. We're going to make some Super Bowl baits. What do you think of that? Now, you're thinking, Mike, you're not that talented. And I agree. So, voila. So we're going to paint these square bills, and fortunately, KC and San Francisco have the same colors. It's red, white, and black. I mean, piece of cake. So, what I did, in fact, we had to coat this. Oh, wait, where is it? Where's my spray lacquer? I got it here somewhere. Spray lacquer. Somewhere. Alright. I got it. Somewhere in here. We're not going to do that today anyway, because we got to do some other steps. So, this is a water transfer paper. Hey, fishing. Can't see you, just a pic of a lake, bro. Oh. Really? Alright, so give me a sec. Now? Okay, now you can see me. It transition. Alright. So, this is a water transfer paper. So what I did is I printed the emblems, including the Super Bowl. And when this is all done, I'll take these, cut these out, put one on one side, one on the other side. KC, San Francisco. And then the Super Bowl image right there, it's going to go right on the back spine of this. So that, and we're going to make, 4 of them here. I think I printed enough for 2, 4, 6. Actually, I printed enough for a dozen. Alright, whatever. We'll do 4 of the square bills. Maybe we'll do some lipless. So anyway, that's kind of cool, right? Thanks. It is much better when you can see me. So we're just going to wipe these baits down some, sort of make sure that any kind of ickiness on them is off of them, so my paint can stick without a problem. So there's going to be pretty bright colors, red and white. So we're going to put a white base on it. Must not have cleaned this very well last time. So we're going to make Super Bowl baits. So what you're going to see today is really the first step, which is to paint the bottom base. Then we got to, I already painted up the decals. I do have that lacquer, spray lacquer somewhere in here. No, I do. But I know I do. Man, I cleaned this very well last time, so we're going to clean this out. Because, these are limited editions, these are collector's editions. Collector's editions of this bait. You know, I guess you can use it, but I don't think the person who's going to buy it is actually going to use the bait. Be fun to catch a fish on a Superbowl bait, though, wouldn't it? That would be a lot of fun. Just cleaning out the nozzle. I don't know why I didn't do it last time. Oh, what I was thinking about. You want to start out with a nice clean airbrush is what you want to start out with. So, I will be making the video on the giveaway this weekend, if you're wondering. So, haven't done that yet. And then just one part after another. No problem. That's what bottle brushes are for. Scrub it down, make it clean. Voila! We have a clean ish. I'm going to get this. Why didn't I clean this last time? Huh. All right. Looks pretty good now. Focusing here. Put my layer brush back together. And then we're going to make a San Francisco 49er, Kansas City Super Bowl baits. Wish I could do it all today, but you gotta let it cure because that's a water transfer and this is acrylic paint. So you gotta you just gotta let this acrylic dry, and then what I'll do is I'll put a clear coat on it, and then do a water transfer of those emblems onto it, and then we'll do another clear coat over the top of those and finish off the bait. And that is what we're going to do, because I don't want the paint to run. So we'll have to clear coat it in order. There we go. And we got paint. We have paint out of here. Alright. Nice little white base to it. We'll probably tint the red a little bit, so it's not perfectly red, because both those emblems are sort of a blood red. So it's going to be sort of like a cross, design of these baits. It's going to be more of a craw design. they will catch. If they will fish it. Now, these baits are going to run about $20, but I thought it would be fun because next weekend I'm giving I'm a guest speaker at Lake of the Woods. Be fun. To have these there. Sure they'll sell. Who doesn't want a Superbowl? Superbowl souvenir. Dry. A nice, beautiful white face on it. And then we'll put the pearl white on the bottom half of this bait. Pearl white. Water in that bottle. I'm going to start shaking up this pearl because it's pearl. It's got flakes in it. Get that thing all shaken up. Get that thing all shaken up. Get these dry. And we can apply the white. I really, because the logos are going to be the design on the side, so the logos will be the design. Cut those out. Probably tomorrow. Do that tomorrow. So if you live locally, stop by Lake of the Woods a week from today. They're having a winter fest. I will be there from 11 to 2. Selling my baits, signing my books, and teaching people how to fish Lake of the Woods. If there's anybody that knows how to fish that lake, it's me. It's not just cocky, it's just because I've done it a lot. I've just done it a whole lot. And I know how to fish it. So does a lot of people. It's a good fishing lake. Probably the best fishing pole we have locally. Those dry. 2 of them look pretty good. The other 2 need more here. Like I said, we're going to use, I don't know if I have any in there. red. Those are big red. I'm going to be pearl red, so. But it's a dark, it's sort of a blood red, the logo, so might as well shake the red up too. Mix this up. Look pretty good. This last one dry. And we'll put this pearl white on it. These two are ready to be painted. And we're just doing the bottom half of these. And this pearl. Still got to dry these two pretty good. I'm not ready for paint yet. So we'll wait for these two to dry pretty good. I'll get those other two I just layered on the pearl. Looks real good. Get that done. And then we will mix my red. And again, we'll put a tinge of black in it because it's sort of a blood red in both of these guys. I want to leave the sides fairly clear of design because I want the logos to stand out really well. So. One really have a hard time drying. Dry, dry, dry. Dry, dry, dry. Alright, looks pretty good. The bottom's not ready for me yet, and that's where we're putting the paint. Gotta get the bottom dry. Come on. Dry, dry, dry. Dry, dry, dry. Alright, we are getting there. Superbowl baits. How cool is that? Superbowl baits. Wondering if the logo, Superbowl logo, is small enough. I might just wrap it around the belly on the front of it, just underneath the chin, the lip. Might wrap it around there. I think it'll look good there. Yeah. What did I put there? All right. These guys are ready for paint. Forever. When you put white on white, it's hard for you to see where you're layering it, you know? That pearl is shiny. And the other white, the base, is matte. Alright. Looking pretty good there. Alright, we'll get these dry again. Clean out the brush. And then we'll start mixing our red. So the red, like I said, we're going to put a little black in there in order to deepen it. To match the colors of the teams. One drop of black should do me. One drop of black should do me. Deepen that red. And the tint with the dark color, you really got to do it sparingly, because it will it'll take dominance. Now, we've mixed it. We've got to purge the red out of the bottom, so mix it. And we're going to test it. That looks pretty good. That looks like the team colors right there. Looks like the team red. Ever guys tell you about when I met the 49ers? 2003. Peter Harris was the president of the club. Bill Walsh's last year, so was T.O.'s last year with the club. My boss sent me to media day at the training camp. Who's that? Oh, James. Hey, James. Fishing frustration, so I went to media day, and I was living in Fresno at the time, and Fresno State was a really big player on the NCAA. Pat Hill and I were friends, and I didn't know who Peter Harris was. He's the president of the 49ers organization then. And I just met the guy, and I just started up a conversation. We started talking about Pat. He was a big Pat Hill fan. And all of a sudden, you know, ESPN and all these other sports networks were wondering who the heck I was. And, all the big broadcasters were there that day. And I'm a nobody. I'm just Mike Ruffino making friends with people. And so Peter Harris and I, we were just doing, talking, and met Bill Walsh and his wife. And I had lunch with Bill Walsh and his wife. And I had 2 footballs that I brought to have signed by the team. One of them for my boss, and one of them for my brother-in-law. None for me, because even though I respect the Niners, I'm a Jacksonville fan. But I needed to show my appreciation to my boss and to my brother-in-law. So I had these 2 balls, and I'm having the team players sign them. I'm taking pictures of them while they're signing it, so there's good provenance with it. You never know. And so T.O., Terrell Owens, pretty narcissistic guy. And unless you got boobs way out there or a microphone, he wasn't giving me the time of day. I approached him twice, and I still couldn't get the guy's attention. But my sister was a big T.O. fan. She wanted his signature, so I said, all right. So I went to T.O. towards the end of the day, and I kind of threatened him. I looked at T.O. face to face. I go, T.O., I says, look, my sister's a big fan of yours. I says, I do not want to follow you into the locker room where I will get arrested. I go, but I need your signature on this football, and it's for her. And I says, I really don't want to go and get arrested. And T.O. looked at me, put his hand out. I handed him the ball, took a picture of him signing the balls, and that was that. That was my day with the 49ers Club. Had a great day with them. Bill Walsh and his wife. Bill Walsh was a true gentleman. Peter Harris was a fantastic guy. I mean, like I said, I just got along with the guy. And the media were wondering who in the heck I was. Which made me feel kind of good because, I'm a nobody. But I make friends pretty easily. And look at that. That is the perfect red. It really is the perfect red. We're going to put a black back on this guy. So to accent, both teams are red, white, and black. Pretty good. Looks really good. Doesn't that look pretty good? Looks pretty good. It's kind of orange in the screen, but it's red. It's blood red. Which is the 49ers and KC's colors. Okay. Now we're going to darken this again with another drop of black. A little bit more red in there. And we're going to darken that. We're going to get that really deep red along the back spine of it. just along the backbone of the bait. I could do a half a dozen. I could do 12 of these baits. I have 12 blanks of these square bills. Go lookless. I'm running out of blanks, to be honest. I've been painting so many. Painting so many baits lately. Alright, there we go. Here's my dark. Yeah, baby. Super Bowling up. We're Super Bowling up. Man, that looks good. Yeah, after you add the clear coat, it really makes it shine. Right now it looks wet and I know dry, sort of matte. And we'll put the clear coat on. Voila! Yeah, see? It's pretty cool. That's really cool. So, let's clean this out. Yeah. Super Bowl, baby! So I guess I'm rooting on the 49ers on the Super Bowl. I'm not, I stopped watching football years ago when it became so political. And I never got back into it. I mean, I used to love watching. I'd have Sunday Prime ticket, but I just stopped watching it when kneeling and politics and got into it, and I just stopped. I haven't gone back to it. Plus, you're yelling at a television for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It's not like they can hear you. Kind of silly when you think about it. But when you watch sports, you kind of want to watch it to escape life, not, have it politicized. So I guess leave it to the Niners, who did it, which was Colin Kaepernick. He turned a lot of guys off of football. And many of us never really gone back. So I guess the Niners are the reason I stopped watching football. I think Peter Harrison, that was his last year with the club too. Or was it 2004? And it was 2003 when I met the team, and it was the last year that Coach was with them. It's amazing. Bill Walsh was so respected. Everybody called him Coach. They didn't call him Mr. Walsh, didn't call him Bill Danko. He was always Coach. So, he was really well respected. Okay, so I need paper clips. Got to be down here someplace, right? Because I cleaned up the place. We organized everything. I've never seen the varnish. Oh, there it is. I think. No. It's over here. It's over here. Oh my goodness, where's it? Find it here. I actually put it in the cupboard. That would have been smart. I didn't put it in the cupboard. Huh. What did I do with it? I always buy more. Not like spray can of varnish is expensive. Just gotta go to the store. But I have it. I got it. It's here somewhere. Where I can see it. You'll find it always after you buy another can. You gotta spray that stuff. You know, keeps it from running. More can there. More can there. Hey, you gotta dry those. So while it's drying, I'm on my hands and knees. Okay. There's my varnish. I'll have to buy more. Or find it. There's something. Just clean this room. Alright. So I got my paper clips. Alright, so paper clips. Now, these guys, I'm going to hang them. They have to cure. And then I'll glue the eyes on it. Glue eyes. Put a coat of clear on it, which you gotta let that go a day before you can put anything else on it. And then we'll put the decals on it. After that cures, then we'll put another clear coat on it. So each one of these baits is going to take about 5 whole days to do. You know, just because you got to let these stages do their thing. So let's see what we got in here. We do have a lipless. We do have a few more square bills in here. I got some taped off here. I'm going to do 4 more. It's kind of fun to do them because, you know, people are going to find them and, you know, and they're going to get really excited about having a Superbowl one. I'm always losing stuff, man. And I organized this room. I did. What's out here? No, that's right. No. I don't know. It's in here. I wouldn't have put it out in the basement. You know, the crazy thing is I don't remember when I organized the room, I don't remember seeing it. That's the crazy thing. That means it probably fell behind something and I just didn't find it. But I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Oh! I hate that. It's like misplacing your glasses right on your face. It's in front of my face. You know, I bought a new charger for my my Markham fish finder, and I got it recently because I couldn't find it. So I was going through my tackle boxes this morning, and guess what was in my tackle box? I know, the charger for the fish finder. It's after you get I will have 2 cans of spray varnish, because you gotta put the varnish on it. So we're gonna do 8 of these. So we're gonna do a couple, 4 more of these things. And so let's get the white. And because I got plenty of decals, I might as well, right? Might as well make 8. Still look, it's like my eye is just constantly surveying this. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Huh. Pretty frustrating. And I really got no one else to blame because I'm the only one that comes down here. You know? I'm in it. So, alright, let's get some white on here. So I can do a tack coat, you know. I don't like to lay it on real thick on the first coats. And then you dry it real quick and then do another coat. Learned this technique when I painted my 69 Dodge Charger myself. And yes, I actually painted my 69 Dodge Charger. You know, the crazy thing is, I did all the hard work. I did all the body work, you know. I straightened it out. I did everything. And then I wanted a guy to professionally paint it. So I took it to garages, and they all wanted to charge me $7,000. I'd done all the hard work. All they had to do is put the paint on. So I wasn't paying $7,000 to have a guy do the easy part. I mean, $7,000 to do all the body work, that would have been different. It took me a year and a half to do tons of guide coats, straighten the lines, and get the body just right. So I started watching YouTube videos, reading books on how to paint a car. And I'm thinking, it's not that hard. So I got me an HVLP spray gun, had some paint made, a year-specific color, and I rented an HVLP compressor for like $30. I think the paint cost me like $150. And the gun cost me $100. So what is that? $250, about $300. That's about right. About $300. I took my garage. I was living in Fresno at the time. I took my garage and I stripped it all out. I vacuumed it. I hung sheet plastic all around. And then I took a house fan and I vented it, wet the ground, pulled my charger in there, grounded it to the ground. An employee of mine helped me. He held the hose while I laid it on. And at the end of the day, after I had painted this car, not a drop, not a drip, not a run, and not a speck on that paint. I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, I painted a car. I never did that before. Oh, Robert, you got your baits. Oh, well, congratulations. Thank you. But yeah, I painted a car. Never did that before. That was a new thing. And it was a lot easier than I thought. The guys in the Mopar Club were shocked that I undertook that. You know, technically I had already painted the car like a million times with guide coats. You know, put a guide coat on it and it was just like, then you sand it down, more guide, sand it, guide coat, sand it, guide coat. That's what it was. It was a lot of work. That 69 Charger, I did all the work on it, except for the trim. I don't do trims. I had a 727 transmission that needed to be modified and rebuilt to handle the 575 horsepower that I was building the engine up on. I had to rebuild the suspension, a whole new drivetrain on it. I rewired it completely, the Charger, and from bumper to bumper I put new wires in it. I created my own wire harnesses with Molex connections and rebuilt the engine. Had to go 60 over on the bore if you know anything about engines. It's the, I had a, you know, when you rebuild an engine you got to bore out the cylinders in order to smooth them out again. And I couldn't smooth them out without going 60 over, so I lost a lot of metal. And when you lose that much metal, the metal is cooling. It's your thermal. So I had to modify my engine build in order to handle the lack of cooling that the actual block would provide. And so I had to put a Be Cool aluminum radiator in it, higher capacity water pump, put a high capacity and deep pan filter for my oil, 2 10-inch electric fans instead of one mechanical fan in it. I did make it electric ignition. When it was done, it was a great car. It really was. Don't have it anymore. I had to sell it. We were struggling at the time, and when you love your car more than your family, you got your priorities screwed up. I really love that car, though. I really love that car. One drop of black. And mix it up. Oh, you know what we forgot? Forgot to put the pearl on. It's okay. Let me put the pearl on after this. It's just the belly. It's okay. I always go lightest color to the darkest color, so but that's okay. We can do this. Alright, here we go. So now we're going to lay the red on. That's beautiful. It's a good looking red. And those are the colors. The color. Alright. Those somewhat dried up. And then one more drop of black to this to do the back one, and then we'll clean it up thoroughly because I did it backwards on this set of baits. No, trout. Okay. Good trout. Stir briskly. Pearl on the belly. Those. So now we're going just along the back. And the face. Nice thing about doing around the eyes, it really makes the eyes pop when you go black around the eyes. I'm not exactly sure what color eyes, probably gold. You know, a yellow for the eyes, kind of set it out a little bit. You know, because, you know, the Niners are golden red, right? So I'm going to clean this out. Can't have any of this color in here. Nice thing is, if you go light to dark, it doesn't really matter. You get a little bit of white in there, it's no big deal. You got such dark colors. But when you go the other way around, very different. You don't want it to have a pink belly. No pink. A buddy of mine, his daughters, both his daughters were cheerleaders for the Niners. When they won Superbowls, DeBartolo actually gave them, everybody in the organization, DeBartolo was very generous, got Super Bowl rings. Everybody, including the cheerleaders. Back when Eddie DeBartolo owned him. It was, you know, the Niners I got nothing against them. A lot of respect. But I'm not a... I was never a big Niners fan, although I was a Golden State Warriors fan, and I was... yeah, the Warriors. I think that was never a A's fan. Oh yeah, A's. So Warriors and A's. So I was in Oakland a lot at those games. I lived in the San Joaquin Valley. You know, it's just... Never, I mean, the Raiders were like a game. You weren't really a fan of the Raiders. You were sort of like... You couldn't leave. I mean, or they'd kill you. You know, it was just... Just that team just scares you. That team's just scary. You gotta buy more paint. Come on. There you go. And that is 4 more Superbowl trophy thingies. And again, with the eyes, the clear coat, and the decals on it, it's going to look really, really cool. Sell them for $20. It really is more work than you think. Days and days of working on it. And they'll work. And we'll sell them Saturday at the Winter Fest. It's going to be really cool. So if you live locally, come see me. Definitely come see me. Make me happy. I love seeing you guys. Lake of the Woods Saturday, a week from today. A week from today. My favorite fishing hole. Now, on the 23rd of this month, I get to go steelhead fishing on the road. So I'm pretty excited about, I'm very excited about that. It's like Christmas to me. Yeah. It's like I'm waiting for that day to come. It'll be fun. not going to make a mistake this time. I'm going to clean this up. Clean it out. No mistakes this time. Take care of your tools, they take care of you, right? Always, always, always. Okay, your clips. Paper clips. And more Superbowl lures. We have 8 of them. What do you think of that? 8 Superbowl lures, limited edition. Should number them. 1 of 8, 2 of 8. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Limited editions. Yeah, we'll probably do that. People won't fish with them then. We'll sign it, you know, down on the belly. So, bam! Superbowl. See right there, baby. Water transfer stickers. So once I shellac this or lacquer it, wherever that is, then I can cut it out after I put the first coat of clear on this. So these are going to have two coats of clear coats on them. One to maintain the stickers, and one, of course, well, it definitely will maintain the paint job. So, but yeah, it's going to look, it's going to be pretty awesome. Look at that red. That red is the Niners and the KC red right there, man. Babies, spot on. And then the Superbowl logo right here, I'm going to put right underneath the bill, the lip, around the, right around the chest of it. I think it'll fit. Maybe. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I don't have to put that on there. I printed it just in case I wanted to. I could fit it. But that'll look really cool. So I gotta buy more paint. I gotta buy more baits because I'm almost out. Look at all these. See these? These are what I've been working on. So these are all be for sale. You know, they'll all be for sale this next weekend. All right. Well, I hope you like those, Robert. I always am pretty afraid when people, when they get my baits and they don't like them. But, I did add some extra stuff in there. I even threw one of my new spinners in there as an extra. So hopefully you'll be catching fish with all of those. Some really nice looking baits in there. And I don't know. I hope you like them. Always makes me nervous. I work hard on these things, and you never know. All right, so we're going to let you guys go. Whew, down here. So wave at you guys, and then we're going to do My funny outro and then end it. Where is it? Transition. Oh, it's behind my. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. I see it now. All right. Here we go.